Marty and Avrum, the food guys, are back alive and happy to be here. We are with our dear friend Carlo. And you know what? He keeps amazing us with things that he's done in his life, his theories. And they're really helpful for day-to-day living.
Yes.
You told us about when you were 17, you found a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that? What was that book? How did it change your life?
Well, I realized early on that all our knowledge is in books, right? It's not like we all keep it and I go, oh, so if I want to know anything, oh my God, it's all in books, obviously. So I bought, when I was in Yorkdale one time in the shopping mall, at Cole's bookstore, I bumped into this hypnosis book. And I go, what is that? You know, you're 17, and I bought it, and I read it, and I just sort of followed everything it said, and I just kept doing it. You know, and out-of-body experiences, meditate, and all this. And I started buying others, and I did so much, and I just, you know, you're 17, and gullible. Yeah, it's true, it must be true, it's written down. And I just did everything it said, and then I started get everything I wanted, and it's just everything. I just didn't realize the power of it, and I became so great at it because you keep doing just the experience, right? Just like anything, any job you do, you'll become well at it, do well at it. And I just kept doing that, and I was achieving everything. And I realized the only difference, if I can, you know, and I'll say, and it's not magic, A lot of people say, if you do a 5-year plan in 5 years, and you complete it, great. If you did it in 3 years, are you magic? No, you just, worked a little hard. But if I did it in 1 second, am I magic? I'm still not magic, but I don't believe it because I don't believe it. It's all what I believe. So if I believe I can do a 5-year plan in 3 or 2 or 1 or 1 second, whatever I believe, I will achieve.
Very good. So, Carlo, just for the purpose of our listeners, our viewers, tell us the 3 steps, if you will. You said I was able to do it. I was able to achieve it. What is it?
Anything I wanted to do, like
How? How did you get there?
Yeah, that's interesting.
So power, the universe is all, as we all know, and we've seen many times, it's all about frequency and vibration. And the perfect language is the language that you speak, because that language will translate into a vibration, into a frequency. Right. So when you speak and that's why they say when you say it with emotion, because that way the vibration, you're playing a violin, play it hard, right? Make sure the frequency and the vibration goes out there into the universe, and they all hear you. I don't know what that means, but they all hear you, but you know what I mean, like the frequency, the universe hears you. And so the first step is to know what you want, and then to tell yourself to believe that you're going to achieve it. So don't, and I don't want to give limitations by saying don't try to do something that you can't achieve. But anything you believe, if you believe it, if you can say to yourself, I can do my 5-year plan in 1 year, in 6 months. And you sit down, and then you ask the universe, tell me how to achieve that. Give me the plan. I would like that answer by tomorrow at 3, if you don't mind. Yeah. And I would like to know exactly how I'm going to achieve my 5-year plan in 6 months. Do it.
You know who's a really good example of that? Marty.
Amazing.
Marty's an interesting guy because he's never taken a note in his life, right? He does everything really, really very informally. But he's accomplished a lot. Marty, would you agree with me?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it's true. I think even just recently, the will to live or die, you sort of have that choice. Mm-hmm. And, what you say is, but what I want to ask you is, people that give up, like you're so close to success, yet you give up because you get scared or frightened, or you don't think you can get what you want.
You're worried about failure.
So how do you overcome that? How do you
push through it?
How do you push through it?
Well, you have to consciously recognize the problem. Then you have to take that conscious thought and tell your subconscious and try to reverse it. And you just got to keep going and going. If it's a white lie, then it's a white lie. Yeah. But whatever you say, you just got to keep going. Say, I will achieve that. I will do this. I will, whatever it is. You need to get your mindset there, because the next day, the moment after your affirmations, your body, your subconscious is just going to start doing what you thought, okay? Yeah. Without even realizing. Mm-hmm. And if you think you're going to fail, your body will fail.
Yes, true.
Yes, of course. We've all got what we want.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and the viewers, you are where you're at because that's what you want. because you think that's what you deserve. You don't realize you can get a lot more. And you're sitting in a place because you sit and you say, oh, I think I'll fail. Well, there you are. You're sitting on a couch and you're watching a small little TV and you got
You're
no
gonna
life.
fail.
You're gonna fail.
Yeah.
You're gonna fail. Of course you're gonna fail.
You know what I find magnificent? This is your home where we are right now.
Yeah.
Le Jardin.
Yeah.
And we like it.
It's right. It's up on Highway
27,
27. It's this gorgeous edifice. Every time I walk through it, Carlo, I see new rooms and I see new designs, like the frescoes on the ceiling.
Right.
So you must have thought in your younger years. I know your children mostly run it now. Good for you. That's beautiful. You must have thought, okay, did you see this when you were younger, even before it was built? Did you have a sense of what you wanted to accomplish?
In regards to the design,
I'm just saying overall, this
Everything.
entire banquet.
everything that was done, yes. I wanted to make sure, because I think managing is boring.
Yes.
And I'm not really a manager. You're an artist.
Yes, I'm not a manager.
And I'm an artist of business.
Yes.
I've realized what I am. So entrepreneur is slightly different than an artist of business. Creating something that never existed, like any art, right? You know, like the sandwich you just tried today.
Yeah,
You know, the tuna melt inside an almond flour focaccia with our homemade mayo. Like,
Sweet.
Yeah.
it was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, delicious. Amazing.
And then, you know, you want to just give different things and different experiences. Like an artist wants people to see different things, and that's what I did. So when I created this place, everything was different, you know, and everyone in the industry sort of followed us, and I didn't realize until I started bumping into many of them
Yeah.
during the pandemic, and a lot of them, we had a meeting actually here in this room. They voted me president of the Canadian Event Venue Association. I didn't want to be,
Yeah.
but it was great. And then they're like, "Oh no, you're the guy we follow." You know, because you want to create different things. So you create it in your imagination, and then you do it.
And then it's there.
Yeah, I built the expansion of the hall. It was a $9 million. The first one was a $7 million expansion at $20,000 in the bank. But that's not the important part. The important part is if I can get it done. And I wrote a plan. I wrote a plan down, and I just kept telling myself, and I was getting. I built a $7 million hall.
This guy is like a genius.
And then I did it again.
Again.
Another 20 grand. Because then I go, oh my God, this is actually my 20 grand. I don't owe nobody. It's all my money. We're in the slow season, and I got 20 grand in the bank. Yes. Wow. And that means we're doing good. And so I did it again. I expanded again with no money. With no money. I don't know how I borrowed it, how people lend it to me without.
Wow.
But the faith and the trust, and we did it.
This guy is amazing. We're going to find out what keeps him going, how he keeps the drive up, and does he need other people that help him along the way, or can you do it on your own? We're going to come back and find out more how this amazing achiever has achieved such a, grandeur, visions, and how you do that, and how you can do it too, even from something simple that you want.